So I wanted to talk to you guys about the future of what I'm thinking about doing with this channel here. I know in the past this channel has been mostly just random videos on random subjects, and that's fine and dandy, but I mean it's got its place. But I don't know, I feel like I've been neglecting my subscribers, just giving them just garbage. So as of late, I've been trying to increase the quality of what I'm posting instead of just posting random junk. Trying to post things with a purpose, with a theme, with a rhyme and reason to it, so to speak. Just figured I'd talk about that while I was working on this. At first, when I was posting videos, it was just random videos for the most part. It wasn't for building a community of people online or you know, trying to meet people or talk to people about things. It was mostly just to post videos for my friends and family to watch. I was actually really surprised when people started subscribing and watching from different countries and whatnot. I couldn't figure out what in the world they liked about it or why they would like it, because it had nothing to do with them. But that was years ago when I first started posting videos. I posted quite a few back then. But now I'm looking more towards doing some do-it-yourself kind of stuff. Not strictly DIY, because that's just far too many projects. But I do want to get into, eventually get into a homestead, so I'm looking to do that. Just money-saving ideas, doing things differently, thinking outside of the box. But that's what I wanted to work on, turning this channel into. I'm working on it with you guys. We're bringing you guys along for the journey as opposed to just doing it. I feel like if I brought you guys along for the journey, it would be like we could accomplish it together whenever I get there. It's going to be a while before I move. I do have to move before I can really get into homesteading. There's just certain things that I'm not allowed to do in my county. For example, I have just under an acre. I'm currently living in a rental. I have just under an acre of property. And unless if I have 2 acres, I'm not allowed to have anything that can be defined as livestock. So I can't even have a couple chickens in the backyard, you know, penned in or something like that, because anything less than 2 acres is animal cruelty to them, apparently. But I do want to get into homesteading and what things I can do, which you guys noticed with, like, you may have seen my rabbit video, my rabbit hutch video. That was a failure of a hutch, by the way. I'll get into that at a later date when I try and rebuild it. I have a different way that I want to do it, and I looked around online on YouTube trying to find a video on the way that I'm looking to do it. I know it's been done before, and it was an old way to do it, but I can't find anybody on YouTube doing it, so I want to actually have the first of its kind. I'm looking forward to it. The hutch is... It's going to be a little while before I can start it, to be honest. But it's going to be a much cooler hutch, as in temperature-wise, not just, you know, hey, that's cool. It'll be more protective from random stray dogs and cats and owls and whatnot. It'll have a built-in nesting box. So I won't have to worry about what day to put that in there. If I get a surprise birth, I won't have to worry about it. I'll just know. I'll just look in there one day and, oh, look, there it is. But I'm looking forward to doing that. That's off topic, though. That's a tangent. I do want, like I said, I want to get into homesteading. I want to there's a lot of people out there that make videos where, for example, let's say someone's building a brick wall. And, you know, they're not going to record them placing every single brick. They're going to have parts where they fast forward the video. You know, they chop out quite a bit of it. I'm thinking I can use that time, like right now. I could, I'm doing a video series on me cleaning this very tool. And I'm recording me actually cleaning it. Now I could easily edit all of this out and it'll just be how I clean my brace. But I figured I could use this time to just talk to you guys, do like a, I don't know, kind of a in the process DIY vlog kind of deal. Just talk to you about what's going on. I'll leave it separate from the playlist as far as how I got this done. Just so that way, if people aren't interested in watching it, they can go right ahead and not even know it's there. Or not have to watch it at least. Man, this thing's being stubborn. Well, I still got a ways to go. But still, it is cleaning up pretty nicely though. I'm pretty thrilled about that. But yeah, I just want to talk to you guys about the future of the channel. Like I said, I want to get into homesteading, DIY. I have some future projects that are going to involve some Craigslisting and some antiques, maybe some Goodwill shopping sprees, but not really for, oh, look what I got at Goodwill, I'm going to sell this, or just, you know, look what I got there, because that's just, oh, look how good my shopping spree was. I don't really get the point of those kind of videos, but more, I picked this up and I'm going to turn it into this, you know. I bought this, you know, I bought these towels. Hey, it's a cheap source of shop rags. You know, things like that. I tend to think very outside the box and very differently from a lot of people I know. So I figured I can make some videos expressing it, letting other people know it's okay to think outside the box like this. And see if anybody else thinks like that. And maybe they'll have some ideas, you know. Build a community of people that are willing to think outside the box. Not just, okay, I learned this because somebody told me it. You know, think for yourself. Now, there's one thing I like about, one of the reasons why I like antiques is because, not because they're old. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of them are pretty cool just because they are old. And that's the way, you know, it used to be done. So that's kind of cool. But, because back then, they were built for quality, not who can make it the cheapest or who can sell the most of them. It was, you know, your reputation was all you had. That's one of the reasons why I really like YouTube and a lot of other social media things, is because it's gonna, I can see it coming back to that time where people, like, I mean, myself for example, if I'm spending more than, you know, $5 or $10 on something, I might look it up on YouTube and see someone that did a review on it. Let me know if it's a worthless piece of garbage. Well, maybe not everything that's over $5, $10, but you know, I mean, if you, it's one of the reasons, I don't have anything, how do I put this? I don't have anything against places like IKEA and Walmart. Well, Walmart has plenty of things to hold against it, like how they treat their customers and stuff, but that's besides the point. I mean, IKEA, for example, furniture made out of pressed board, pressed wood, you know, plastic and stuff. I think that has its place. It's just the problem is that's become the norm. That's what people think that they have to do. You don't, because you have to look at that furniture. You have to look at it like it is. It's disposable furniture. It's not made to last you years. I think it really got its start because it was a cheaper source, and then as it drove all the companies out of business that would make things out of actual wood and steel, as it drove them out of business. It started to raise its prices because it didn't have any competition. And it still has competition, it's just that people don't realize it does. But now, stuff that's made to last, hardwood furniture, it's incredibly expensive. Then if you look at it, if you go on, say, Craigslist or something like that, you can find this furniture for dirt cheap, and it's going to last you years and years and years longer than anything you buy at IKEA will. Even if you take care of furniture that you get from IKEA, it's still only going to last you so long. A couple days, a couple weeks maybe, before it gets its first scratch. In a couple months, the veneer is going to start to peel off, and within a couple of years, you're going to be sitting there looking at where the press board's seeping through, where it's warping up horribly and everything else. You get hardwood furniture, go on Craigslist. You know, some of the styles might be out of date, but to fix it, that's why I have all these tools in my garage. I don't want to pay, you know, a couple $100 for a coffee table that I can easily make out of a pallet for just the cost of electricity. It's just silly. People think it takes forever to get that done. It really doesn't. Some of my stuff even looks better. But it's one of the things I like about Craigslist. People don't know what they have and they're just throwing it away. Whoever can, you know, free to whoever picks it up first. I will be more than happy to run out there and pick up a coffee table if I need a coffee table. It's an ugly color, that's okay with me. That's an easy fix. And those things, I don't pay a dime for them. Get them for free. Can change it to whatever color I want. And I won't feel bad about throwing it away when, you know, I don't want it anymore. Or I can put it back on Craigslist, depending on how recently I painted it. Maybe even make a couple bucks after I've been using it for a couple of years. It's just something to think about. You have a piece of IKEA furniture, have it for 5 years, you put it on Craigslist and try and sell it. Good luck getting anywhere near how much you paid for it. Get hardwood furniture, I'm sure you aren't going to get as much as you paid for it, but if you get it off Craigslist and for free, you might have it for 5, 10, 20 years. Put it on Craigslist after cleaning it up, maybe giving it a paint job. You'll probably make more money. Sell it for more than you got it for. Oh, that's coming. It's starting to look really nice. I'm just dipping this brush in the vinegar. Actually, the vinegar bath that this was just sitting in, just to lubricate it a little bit. It seems to be doing a lot more when I do that. I really don't know. In case if you guys are looking at this video like a how-to clean up a brace, do not. I've seen like 2 or 3 videos on YouTube. All I know is right now I'm getting the gunk off of it, the patina, my rust. I know that when I go like this, it turns more silver. If I keep on going, it's even more silver. Or steel colored, whatever you want to call it. So that's what I'm doing. Like I said, do not look at this as a how-to. There's plenty of people out there that actually know a lot about these things. I'm just trying to make a tool for my garage. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and shut the camera off. I think I'm done ranting for the moment. I'm almost ready to put this back in the vinegar anyway. I think it's come along rather nicely. Even if the whole thing was to get to the point where this looks right here, it's still a big improvement compared to what it looked like when I first got it. Especially since I couldn't even move this part at all. Alright, well, let me know what you guys think about my ranting during that. Am I just wasting my time? You guys interested in hearing how I think about things? Let me know in the comment section. And then I'll know if I should just not make videos like this and go ahead and skip to the finished product, or give you little clips in between. I don't know. Alright, comments away. You know where the button is. It doesn't have to be a long-winded comment, just something to give me an opinion. Alright, thanks guys.